Welcome everyone. I'm so excited to be here. This is National School Counselor Week and I am surrounded by an incredible group. This group is our counselors that you may or may not know because they're in all of our buildings. We are so fortunate here at Gilbert because we have incredible counselors in every single one of our buildings. And if a child is struggling or they're just having a rough day and they need some extra encouragement, they need some extra help, well, I hope you know who to go to. It's your counselors who are right here with me today. We're so lucky to have them. What I know about this incredible group is they're amazing listeners. They're there to support our students. They're there to help and guide our teachers in whatever we need so our kids can be successful. Sometimes I get the question around, well, what's the difference between school counseling and a therapist? I might go to a therapist. Do I still need to go to a school counselor? Or do I go to a school counselor so I don't need a therapist? Well, there is a difference. And so I hope that you'll seek that out and try to understand that. Our school counselors are there to support our students, to help them make good decisions, to help them think about their futures, to make friends, to get along with each other, and really help them be successful in the school setting. Therapy, or a therapist or a counselor for therapy, is a little bit different. They go deeper. You might meet with them weekly, long term, and they work on more things related to the success within your own life, not just school, in school and outside of school. So there's a lot of differences there, but I'll tell you one thing that I know for sure, that as we celebrate National School Counselors Week, we're so lucky to have these incredible people helping guide us. This is an incredible book that I love to share. It's called Only One You, and in here it talks about how unique we all are as individuals and how important it is that we listen to each other, that we smile, and we find kindness in all the things that we do. And this book reminds me of this incredible group because that's what they do for all of us and that's what they do for our students. So a great big thank you to each and every one of you. I appreciate all you do, and let's celebrate them every day, but especially this week.
Hi, I'm DeeDee Haselhoff. I'm the elementary school counselor at Gilbert, and before this, I taught second grade, I taught kindergarten here, and even before that, I got to spend a year at Nevada Middle School as a special education teacher. Before getting into education, before college, before all of that, I was actually a Gilbert Tiger. I was born here, started school in kindergarten all the way through my senior year. Lots of great memories here. I love that I get to continue my time at Gilbert and even get to continue the traditions. My parents went here, my kids will go here. Being a Gilbert Tiger is a really great thing. Getting into education was not really on my radar as I was growing up. I watched how hard my mom worked as a teacher, and I did not know if I could do that or if that's what I wanted. But with time, about my junior year of college, I found out, no, I do. I want to work with kids. I want to be in education. So many great things are happening there. And so I jumped in. I started as a special education teacher, and then a kindergarten teacher, and then a second grade teacher. And all throughout that time, I loved it. So many amazing memories, great moments. But there were little things that would happen. Kids would come in from recess, and there would be a problem. Something wasn't quite right. I loved those moments. Not that I wanted them to have problems, but I loved the times when I got to just settle in and figure out what's going on, how can we make this better? And then that next step of how can you make this better? What can you do? What kind of tools can I put in your toolbox so the next time this happens, you'll know what to do. You'll be able to figure it out. I loved finding books. I loved finding videos. I loved diving into blogs about how to help kids problem solve and get through their feelings. And anyways, because of all that, I thought this might be a different route for me. This might be great. We had some really great school counselors here at Gilbert at that time who helped me kind of find my passion, and then even guided me towards some different programs such as BVU where I went. Paul Jacobson was a big part of that, and I'm super thankful for that. Another thing I love about being a school counselor is every day is different. Not always sure what the day is going to bring, but I do know that I'm ready, I'm here, and I'll take it as it comes. The kids do a great job in coming to me if something's not quite right, but also letting me to come to them if I notice something's not quite right in the hallway, or goodness gracious, even kids are recommending, hey, maybe you should talk to Mrs. Haselhoff, or hey, Mrs. Haselhoff, so-and-so's not doing so hot today. The heart our kids have is amazing. Anyways, back to what I get to do. In the morning, I spend my time trying to say hello to kids. I got to do that this morning, and it was really great. They saw the lights, they saw all the things, and they were so curious. When I talk to kids, I meet with individuals, I meet with small groups. We work on things that from feelings to problem solving to executive function skills. So many different things that I love that I get to do it again with small groups, individuals. My full afternoons are teaching guidance, and our guidance classes are really great people skills. How do we help kids be great to themselves? How do we help kids be great to others? Lots of great things happening in guidance. If you ever have questions, please reach out. My job is so fulfilling. I'm so thankful I get to do this every day. I would break this down to better explain by using bucket filling. It's one of the first things we start with every year in guidance. And if you ask a kid, I hope they know that when you fill somebody's bucket, it fills your bucket as well. So when I pour into these kids, when I come to school and I smile and I bring joy, I hope, as I'm filling their buckets, it's filling my own bucket too. It brings me joy to bring joy to others. Another great part about being at Gilbert is we see the value in collaboration and working together. That happens huge with all of our teacher teams, but it's something that also has been carried over into our school counseling team. Our administrators see the importance of us being able to work together, to learn together, to grow together. Sometimes that's sending us off to ISCA, the Iowa School Counselor Conference, or it's sending us to Iowa Best. More bigger than that, though, is the small moments. Every week or every other week, we're meeting as a team for 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes more if we have some chunks of time to really work together. But it just gives us a chance to kind of hear what's going on in other buildings, to talk about what do we want for our programs and how do we get there. And then sometimes it's just that little bit of time to work on it. I'm really thankful for that. I don't know that I realized how big of a deal it was until some conversations I had at ISCA at the conference, networking with some other school counselors. They were shocked. What, you get time to work with your counselors? Yeah, as a district, they pull us together. They see the importance of us working together. I'm not on an island. How amazing is it that as a school counselor, myself and Mrs. Wooden in this role in our building, and she's split, but we're not alone. We constantly have somebody else to turn to work with, to get ideas from. I'm so thankful for that our district sees that and values it. Gilbert is such a special place to be. Again, it's somewhere my parents went, somewhere I got to go, somewhere my oldest has just started. A big part of that is the family feel. When I was here, we were a little bit smaller, not that much, but a little bit smaller. And I had this amazing principal, Jim Kornstrom, Q. He'd pull us in at the beginning of every year, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and he would talk to us. And something that has always stuck with me is we're a family. Watch out for each other, be there for each other, notice each other, do for each other. We are a family. And it's always hit my heart. And now that I'm here, and I think every student every day, I think how amazing that that is continued. And how can I embed that in my role into the kids, both that we're a family, but also every student every day. I want kids to be watching out for themselves, to give themselves so much love, as well as love for others, and just have that heart full of empathy. So I'm so hopeful that I can continue to make this place, or just be a small piece of what makes Gilbert so special. And I hope kids constantly have the feel that, hey, we're a family here. We've got each other here. I know that people have got me when I need it, and I've got others.